Good morning, it is April 19th, and yeah, it's not morning, like this is really bad. It's actually super late, and I actually haven't made that much progress in my video essay. You guys will have already seen the video essay by the time I upload this vlog. This is a little bit of an issue. Alright guys, so I'm back in the room. I'm breaking the fourth wall right now. It is actually the 20th, but this is the 19th vlog. I will film the 20th vlog right after this one, but just to give y'all an update, today I wanted to talk about my XPOS essay, right? XPOS is that one mandatory class you have to take here at Harvard. It's a writing class, and for a final project, I have to talk about a change that I want to propose in Annenberg. Annenberg being our freshman dining hall. So for our most recent XPOS class, we brought in the HUD's director, HUD's being Harvard University Dining Services, and he gave us a presentation on what he does and decisions people make, and I just wanted to talk about some interesting points he made. First off, it's interesting to note that HUD's is like a self-sustainable business, essentially. They use the money they get from our board, as in room and board, and they use that money and they just make the food. And Harvard's interesting in the sense that we're one of the few schools that has a mandatory dining plan. You pretty much can't get off the dining plan. Whether you eat on campus or not, you have to pay for a dining plan. And so this is an interesting predicament for them. Because everybody wants to eat and they're all forced to pay, we're expecting a lot. He said that when they're choosing foods, they have to think of a bunch of things. They have to think of health reasons, dietary restrictions. There are some people who have religious dietary restrictions, and of course cost. And by the way, I think this guy's name is Mark Breslin. But anyways, he was saying that how they determine what to have on a menu, they go to the Public School of Health, the Chan Public School of Health on Harvard's campus, right? He works with a bunch of the faculty there to research and really determine what is the best for us. They have a little cafe/restaurant there called Sebastian's Cafe. I've never been. I actually am not even sure where the school is, but I know it's on campus somewhere. But what they do is they test out the things there, and then they slowly roll that out into the HUD's dining halls. It's important to note that in Massachusetts, our growing season is only 2 months, like 8 weeks. That means we have to use more money to get groceries from other parts of the world. And he was also talking about how HUD's likes to prioritize local foods and local vendors. And there's one menu item for us called Catch of the Day, and it's just this like generic fish fillet. And I always make fun of it because I'm like, this sounds like a mystery meat type thing. But after hearing this guy talk, I have a little bit more respect. They call it Catch of the Day because they make a deal with a local fisherman saying that if he can guarantee a sale, that he will give him X amount of pounds of fish he catch that day. But because he does it in a sustainable fashion, he doesn't know what he's going to catch. Also, an interesting thing to note, they're trying to reduce red meat consumption, and they've been doing something that I did not know. So in about 10 of their recipes, which is like mainly like beef patties / beef stews, that kind of stuff, they've taken 30% of the beef out and replaced it with mushroom. Like in the chili, they have a chili, and if you look in the ingredients, apparently it says mushrooms. But I mean, nobody's really looking at the ingredients, they're just eating it. And I eat the chili decently often, and when I learned that there was mushrooms in it, I was like, wow. I had no clue there were mushrooms in it. And that's good because, I mean, if they can do it where I don't distinguish anything and it's better for the environment, I mean, good for them. They should incorporate that. His job as a director is to not restrict our eating choices, but to simply nudge us in the right direction. He told us how he's supposed to offer it and make it feel available to us, but it's not his spot to tell us what to eat and what not to eat. It's kind of similar to the New York City soda ban I was talking about in my other XPOS episode, and how that's the smart way to do it, as it won't enrage anyone, but instead it almost encourages us because it seems like it's a healthier thing and people are encouraged to do it. I just thought that was super interesting. I have much more respect for the food they serve in the dining halls because I realize like that guy has so much on his mind. He's clearly thinking a lot when making these decisions. Also, I didn't know this. They take the extra food and they freeze it immediately after service, and they package them and they stuff them in the freezer and they give them to the local homeless shelters around here where they can store it for a while, reheat it, and give it to the homeless. I think that's amazing. That's pretty fantastic. But yeah, no, I just wanted to share with y'all that that's some stuff that I didn't know, and I'm sure a lot of my peers don't know either, so it's super interesting to talk to him and just to understand the decisions made when he has to feed all these college students on a mandatory meal plan. But yeah, now that being said, I'm not going to Annenberg today. I think I'm going to go get Mexican food, and so let's go. Alright, so I'm with Shenavate Youngblood, and we're going to Borders, which is Mexican food. I don't think I've been to Borders in this vlog yet, so lit. Anyways, I'm gonna end the vlog off here. If you liked the video, subscribe down below. Smash that like button, leave a comment, email me questions. I'll be more than happy to answer. But yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog off here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!